In this video, you are about to see some of the wildest footage of hawks catching ducks that you've ever seen. I'm talking dive bombs from the sky. I'm talking fat white guy almost drowning in the stream. I'm talking backhands to catch Drake mallards. This is an action-packed video that you do not want to miss, and I guarantee it'll blow your mind. And if it doesn't blow your mind, then piss off me channel, innit? We'll be following along on some of my most memorable hunts, chasing everything from Canada geese all the way down to the small Drake widgeon. We will be up to our waist in flooded timber and over our head in the flat salt marshes of New Jersey. In the words of Clay Newcomb, I highly doubt you're gonna want to miss this one. When duck hunting, it's all about timing. It's all about when to flush, when to shoot, when to call. In falconry, it's all about when your bird is in position. And as you can see there, my bird just moved above these ducks, and now I'm gonna flush them.
Oh! I got it. Hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it.
When waterfowl hunting with a gun, it is very two-dimensional. One of the things that I find so fascinating about falconry is that there's a third aspect that is rarely seen. This is the duck's interaction with the bird of prey, something that they experience on a daily basis and they know how to escape from it. This particular duck attempted to drown the hawk by pulling it under the water. This is a very common technique that ducks use to escape capture, and it almost worked. Ooh, we're getting on in that flooded timber. I know how that gets you guys excited. Hell, it gets me excited. It gets my bird excited. But in all seriousness, this hunt was a pain in my neck and took a lot of effort on my part to be successful. Take a look.
Oh, there we go. There it is, there it is. Watch. Holy sh! There it is. Watch. Holy shit!
Absolutely beautiful catch. I'm not 100% sure why the bird let the duck go. Maybe she didn't feel like getting wet. All I know is I'm going to keep after it. As you can see, the bird's not really chasing that hard. The duck is not flying away, which is very strange. I don't know if it's injured from when she made contact with it. This hunt goes on for about 20 more minutes of me frolicking through the water, and I definitely cut a good section of it out just to make the video more streamlined, if you know what I'm saying. So after pushing this thing through about 2 football fields worth of flooded timber, over fallen logs, etc., I pushed it towards the end of the swamp where it goes up onto the ground, and my goal is to kind of push the duck on land so she can make that beautiful catch, which was not very beautiful or impressive, but at least we're not going home empty-handed.
Oh!
I didn't really enjoy this hunt. It was very sketchy. The hunt started somewhere safe and ended somewhere very dangerous. Luckily, the duck decided to go under the bridge, and the bird was game enough to follow it. But this is not an ideal situation, but still very interesting and unique. That is textbook duck hawking with a goshawk right there. Sneak attack. Spot them from a distance, use the cover to sneak in, and essentially jump shoot them. This is one of my favorite ways to catch ducks with a goshawk, and it is an extremely efficient way to do it if you have the right bird and the right cover to get in on them. This particular bird really had no problem in getting wet. I was literally freezing my butt off. That water was ice cold. But we were successful, and that's all that matters in my book. It may have not been the prettiest of flights. She held on to it, I got there, and now she gets a nice reward. Now I'm going to go ahead and trade her off of the duck, give her a standard reward, which she's trained to release the duck and step off, and I'll take the duck into my possession.
Oh! Black duck.
This is actually a lunch break hunt. I'm a plumber, and I bring the bird to work with me on occasion, and I was really grateful to her for bringing this black duck to shore so I didn't have to go in that nasty mud and get her out. So if you haven't noticed by now, there's a theme in this video, and it's this bird catching ducks in the water.
I ain't going in there this time, sorry.
Yeah, there was no way I'm going in that pond. I had to get back to work, and I said to myself, hey, if she brings it back to shore, great. If she doesn't, lets go of it and swims back to shore, that's fine too, but I ain't getting wet. But I was pleasantly surprised that she did actually bring this duck back to shore, which was great. Went ahead and dispatched it, let her feed a little, traded her off, and jumped back in the truck and went back to work. This next clip coming up is a very good example of what's called the timed flush. Essentially swing your lure, get your bird coming to you at a high rate of speed, and at the last second, make the flush.
Ho! Ho, 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 ho! Done. Done. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Are you kidding me, dude?
So a little backstory or explanation as to what that was. Bunch of ducks flushed, bird chased them out of position, one duck stayed, so I swung my lure to bring her back to me. And this bird's an extremely intense bird. All goshawks are very intense. So she started coming back to me very fast. As she was coming towards me, I waited to the last second and rushed the duck, forcing it off the pond, or the stream rather, and she came in right behind it, going 3 times the speed that the duck was moving, and was able to easily scoop it up.
Where are you going? Just wait. No waiters. All natural. Oh, that's deep. Oh, that's deep. Oh. Wow, that's cool. What is that? Oh, that's sick. Bro, that's so cool. Yeah. That's so cool. Hold on, girl.
It's very embarrassing for me to admit that I had no idea what type of duck that was when we caught it. I have since got a lot better with my duck identification. It's a Drake widgeon, which is a first for me, and it was a super unique situation in this swamp. There are thousands of ducks. This is a huge, expansive swamp. It's all because of one beaver dam, which I'll show in a later clip. But when we're in the area hunting squirrels and rabbits, this bird will always find herself in this swamp. And after this situation, having to drive home in my underwear, drying the bird off, drying myself off, I since learned to start bringing waders with me. This next hunt is one of my favorites of all time. I know I keep saying that, but that's the point of the video. This is a hunt that takes place in South Jersey out on the salt marshes. This gentleman walking in front of me is John Gilbert. He's an excellent long-wing falconer. He flies falcons after ducks in the salt marshes. And he invited me down after seeing my success with this goshawk on ducks and said, let's see if that bird of yours can catch some real ducks that aren't in ponds and streams. And I said, I'm on the way.
shit. Can I jump in there, John? He got it. Hold it. Can I go in there? Hold it, baby. Look at it. Yeah. Black duck on the New Jersey salt marshes with the master, John Gilbert. John, I can't thank you enough, man, seriously.
Man, we pulled it off. I cannot believe it. All thanks to John and his guidance. He really schooled me on navigating those salt marshes. They're very tricky. You have to step in certain places. Not that it matters, but this is the first ever that a short wing has harvested a duck on the Jersey salt marshes. So I'm very proud, and John was honored to be part of it, and it was a very special moment for both of us and the bird, of course.
That's fucking awesome, man. You got a little cleaning up to do when you get home.
Heading back out to that massive swamp. I have a bird down. The GPS tells me she's somewhere out there. She's not responding to my lure, so I gotta make my way out there, and hopefully she's holding on to a duck when I get there. We'll see.
Don't worry, I'll get you. Just hang tight, okay? Oh! That's deep. That's deep. Come on.
I literally cut out like 40 minutes of me making my way out to her, over logs, down big divots, up onto little islands. It was an absolute nightmare. But there she is, and it looks like she's holding something.
Up. So we're here, literally in the middle of a giant swamp. I'm probably, I mean, it's hard to say, probably half a mile into the swamp at various depths. Sometimes it's up to my chest, sometimes it's up to my knees. And you don't know until you start stepping out. And so she flew in here. I had kind of no choice but to follow her. She wasn't coming back. There was hundreds of ducks in here. And so she ended up nailing this beautiful drake. And now she's eating her trade-off piece, and then I'm gonna make my way out of here, hopefully in one piece, and get home for dinner.
There's that beaver dam I mentioned earlier. It's about 80 yards long, and it's responsible for this entire swamp. This swamp is probably 1 square mile, which is pretty freaking big for a swamp, and it's loaded with beaver, loaded with ducks. It's just it's a beautiful ecosystem, but it is a pain in my neck trying to get out there to retrieve a bird. But it was a fun memory. Got a cool video to keep forever, and it was fun. Looks like I'll make it home for dinner on time, but I still got probably another half mile back to my truck. But I'd say it was worth it.
It would appear what's up?
girl.
So here we got some mallards pinned down in this pond, and the reason they're not flushing is because the goshawk is directly above them and already made multiple passes at them. So it's my job to get in the water and push them enough so they'll flush. So now if you notice, you'll see this duck is trying to pull the hawk deeper in the water, and she immediately just says, nope, I know that game, grabs it by the head and just drags his ass out of the water. Just a phenomenal display of strength from this goshawk to pull this duck up out of the water and recognize what it was attempting to do. So we had a blizzard move into town, and I said to myself, I want to catch a duck in the snow in a blizzard. So I specifically got in my truck, started driving around looking for ducks, and found this trio sitting in this stream. Made a play on them, snuck in there, and she did the rest and smoked this beautiful greenhead. And I went home and drank hot cocoa with my family.
Where's my bird?
So I will be the first to admit that I probably shouldn't have thrown that stick in that way, but luckily nothing bad happened. I since learned my lesson and don't do that anymore just because of the potential risk. This was another one of my lunch break hunts, and I had to explain to a customer after the fact that I had a emergency that involved water. And they understood because I'm a plumber, so everything worked out. But this was about 6 minutes into my lunch break. That probably has to be the sloppiest flight I've ever seen in my life, but we caught a goose. Now, I will say that catching geese is fun, but it is very risky. And this bird learned a very hard lesson getting the living piss beaten out of her when I wasn't capable of getting there fast enough because there was a river in between me and the bird. Now, this is the scenario that'll end up killing or injuring your bird.
Oh! Oh! Great. Ha! Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Despite the overwhelming evidence, I can actually swim fairly well. The issue was my muck boots completely filled with water and were essentially drowning me. It took every amount of strength I had to scissor kick my way back to shore and get this bird up on land. I just want to thank all of you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you're another hunter, just a regular everyday Joe Schmo hunter or Lady Schmo hunter, Go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your point of view on falconry and what you think of it, if you hate it, if you think it's wrong, if you like it, if you love it. Either way, I would appreciate your comment down below, and I'd love to interact with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.